One breast, two love, and living life victoriously. Chapter 10. Reasonable accommodation, job, reassignment, and forgiveness. I had been back at work for at least 2 years, recovering slowly and surely, when I was informed that I was going to be reassigned in order to continue accommodating my reasonable accommodation request. I had never considered that one of the most important things in my life, which was serving as a community health outreach worker, would be taken away from me due to an experience with breast cancer. The treatments that were used to get rid of the uninvited visitor known as cancer also often left me in extreme discomfort and with physical limitations. I could not install car seats for our children due to the pain that I experienced in my left arm, legs, and both feet caused by lymphedema in my arm and polyneuropathy in my feet. I had limitations with standing, pushing, pulling, and being out in extreme weather, which prevented me from being able to recertify and keep my certification as a certified child passenger safety technician, which was a requirement for my position as a community health outreach worker. Being that providing car seat education and demonstrating the proper way to install a car seat was not a daily assignment, I did not think it would cause me to be transferred to another department under reasonable accommodations, especially since approximately 98% of my time was facilitating senior and childhood injury prevention presentations. I was not happy about leaving our elders and children. I suggested that I stay with the department and continue to provide senior and childhood injury prevention presentations and not be a certified child passenger safety technician. Being that there were 4 other employees that were also technicians, I was told no, that I could no longer be accommodated in the position that I was in, which broke my heart. I had been with my employer for almost 25 years and served as a community health outreach worker for the last 11 plus years. I truly enjoyed going into senior housing facilities, libraries, churches, and senior centers, presenting information to our elders on falls prevention, driving safely, and personal emergency preparedness. I also loved going into the elementary schools and speaking with our children about the bicycle helmet law and safety rules that they must follow when they are riding on their wheeled vehicles. All of my presentations were fun and interactive by use of show and tell. Of course, I felt sad and angry about having to leave a position that I had so much passion for. I had truly forgotten that God is in the midst of all things and that everything will work out for my highest good, and to look for the blessing in the reasonable accommodation job reassignment with less pay. One Sunday, I was in conversation with Reverend Sheila, who teaches forgiveness. I shared with her that I was going to have a job reassignment with less pay. She listened attentively, with empathy and then reminded me that I must release the anger and sadness ASAP because it was not good for my health. She asked if I was willing to forgive, and I responded with a resounding yes. The minister of forgiveness offered me the gift of support during the forgiveness process if needed. She then recommended a forgiveness worksheet with instructions, which she sent to me in a timely manner. I reviewed the worksheet and instructions and then ordered the forgiveness book right away. I was serious about releasing the thoughts and emotions that were not benefiting my health, so when the book arrived, I started my forgiveness process immediately. After reading the forgiveness book and completing all the assignments on the forgiveness worksheet, I said to myself, I have read several books on forgiveness and none have penetrated and transformed me like this one. Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tippin. The forgiveness book and worksheet were great reminders that we are here in the physical world as spiritual beings with assignments to help one another grow, and that no one is here to take anything from me, which was something I had temporarily forgotten when I was told about the reasonable accommodation job reassignment with less pay. One of the many blessings in my reassignment was before I reported to my new job as a specialist clerk, my new supervisor sent me a cheerful email welcoming me and stating that she and my coworkers were looking forward to my arrival and me being part of the team. The welcome email provoked tears of appreciation for my new supervisor and my coworkers. One thing I know for sure is that God is in the midst of all situations, working it out for the good of all, and nothing can ever happen without God's approval. I'm so grateful that God is truly the decision maker.